What happens when America's calmest morning anchor expects a light-hearted promo and her guest shows up with a lecture instead? On Good Morning America, Robin Roberts prepared for a friendly conversation under the soft glow of sunrise lights. Meghan Markle, however, seemed ready for something else entirely. Smiles tightened, answers sharpened, and before the coffee had cooled, one of them had clearly stopped playing along. Studio A glittered with glass, polished floors, and sunrise panels. Behind the calm, the crew moved with quiet precision, the kind of team that can slip breaking news into a whisper. Robin settled in her chair with the unflappable composure of someone who's interviewed presidents and guided the country through hurricanes. "Meghan, good morning," she began warmly, voice steady as bedrock. "You've had a busy season, new initiatives, new partners. What's driving this chapter?" Meghan's smile, perfectly measured, never wavered. "This chapter is about elevating unheard voices, creating content that changes culture. We're not dabbling, we're building impact." That word hung in the air, impact, like it had been lifted straight from a presentation deck. Robin noted it politely and pressed forward. "Impact is a theme you return to often. Let's start with the projects. But if you're comfortable, we'll broaden the lens. People are curious where the personal and the public intersect." A flicker passed over Meghan's face, quick as a shadow. "Of course they're curious. Curiosity sells. But that's not my measure." "Understood," Robin replied evenly. "Still, people see a journey. Actor to duchess to media founder. How is married life these days?" Meghan's lips thinned. "Stable, strategic. Two adults running a global platform don't live by tabloids." Robin absorbed the sidestep, smooth as ever. "Let's take another lane. There are reports," her voice calm, almost apologetic, "that for your new docuseries season you asked the streamer for a considerably higher deal. Can you speak to that?" Meghan released a bright laugh without humor. "Robin, men negotiate and they're visionaries. A woman negotiates and she's greedy. We asked for alignment with our value. If a platform profits from our name, it can pay accordingly." "That's not scandal, that's arithmetic." "So, yes, you asked for more?" Robin asked gently. "It's true we don't discount ourselves," Meghan answered, crossing her leg with corporate precision. "I assume GMA doesn't run on volunteers." A ripple passed through the studio crew, chairs shifted, cameras edged closer. Robin turned to the next card. "Let's talk authenticity. You speak often about your truth, but at times, details, dates, who said what, are contested. How do you reconcile that?" Meghan's eyes cooled. "People confuse paperwork with reality. I speak to lived experience, not palace memos." "And lived experience involves other people," Robin countered. "Do they have space in your story?" "They've had centuries of space," Meghan replied, sharp as a gavel. "They'll survive a few chapters from me." An audible "oh" slipped from the audience risers. "Because you mentioned the institution," Robin continued smoothly. "You've said royal life was isolating, even harmful. Do you feel any fondness for the monarchy as an idea?" Meghan's tone was crisp. "I don't romanticize systems built on silence. Tradition isn't a moral defense." "And yet," Robin said kindly, "the title travels with you. Doors open because of it." "Doors open because I'm qualified," Meghan shot back. "If a name speeds that up, that's the world's fixation, not mine." Robin let silence breathe, then pivoted with the grace only a veteran anchor carries. "You've talked about privacy while also choosing high-profile interviews and series. Viewers write to us saying they're confused. Can you explain the difference?" "Privacy is agency," Meghan leaned in. "I decide what matters. I'm not public property because a camera liked me once." "Fair," Robin said. "But there's accountability, too. Stories affect reputations. Do you feel responsibility to present the whole picture, even when it's unflattering to you?" Meghan's smile flattened. "I've swallowed other people's versions for years. The whole picture is usually painted by people who never knew me." "Bakanut." "Some of them lived with you," Robin pressed softly. "Family, staff." "Some of them lived off me," Meghan replied coldly. The studio air thickened. Robin folded her hands. "Meghan, with respect, is there one moment where you'd say, 'I could have shown more grace'?" "Leaders model that. You present yourself as one." Something hard glimmered in Meghan's eyes. "Grace is a lovely word when it isn't code for be smaller." "I don't do smaller." Robin absorbed it without flinching. She had faced tempers from mayors, tears from athletes, charm from prime ministers. She knew the trick wasn't to push, it was to hold. She lightened the tone. Back to the new season. What stories excite you most? Women who refuse limits, Meghan answered smoothly. People who won't apologize for ambition. And at home? Robin asked gently. Viewers love to hear about grounding rituals. Meghan tilted her head. Grounding is private. The public can survive without my breakfast routine. The response landed with metallic finality. Robin nodded faintly. We can survive many things, she said with a smile. We're resilient. She set aside her card. One last topic before break. There's chatter about tension with your husband's family over upcoming royal events. If invited, would you go? Meghan's laugh cut like a blade. To be graded on curtsies by strangers? I have work. Any path to reconciliation? Private contrition, Meghan said. Not press releases, not pageantry. And if they ask the same of you, Robin asked, they'd be welcome to try honesty, Meghan replied. It's rare over there. The hush turned brittle. Robin sensed the line tightening, the one between tough and combative, civility and confrontation. All right, Robin said, soft but steady. We'll pause. When we return, I'll ask about the economics of storytelling, about negotiation versus exploitation, and give you a chance to address what viewers write us most about, the perception that your tone feels dismissive. Meghan's smile returned, cool, contained, superior. I always have thoughts. Stay with us, Robin told the lens, steel now under silk. We'll be right back. Music swelled. The floor crew moved in quiet loops. A makeup artist hovered, only to be waved away by Meghan without a glance. Robin sipped her water, watching monitors flash weather maps and city skylines. She had been light, fair, patient, and still a chill crept up her spine. The next block would not be sunrise soft. America's breakfast table was about to see the sugar burn. At countdown, Robin set her glass aside, spine straight. 3, 2, red light. Welcome back, she said evenly. I'm here with Meghan Markle. Let's continue. The Duchess sat poised, unsmiling, light catching in her hair. Then I'll ask plainly, Robin said, calm with a fuse beneath. Did you not push for a higher payout from your streamer this season? Meghan's reply was razor sharp. Robin, I asked to be paid what I'm worth. If that offends people, they should ask why women's worth offends them. Robin held her gaze. If the monarchy offends you, why keep the title? Meghan's lashes didn't flicker. Because I refused to let an institution I outgrew define me. The temperature dipped. A pen clicked once, then fell silent. All right, Robin said. Let's talk tone. The glow of Good Morning America returned, but tension filled the space. Robin leaned forward. Negotiation is part of business. Some reports say you demanded double for the renewal. Accurate? Meghan adjusted her cuff, smiled dismissive. What's accurate is that men ask for more every day, and no one cares. When I do, it's gossip. That speaks to the culture, not me. Robin nodded, a faint crease at her eye. Critics argue it's not about gender, it's entitlement. You publicly reject the monarchy, but still benefit from its association. Meghan's laugh snapped. Contradiction? No, strategy. The monarchy doesn't pay my bills. Netflix does. If they want the attention I bring, they can pay accordingly. Ma dog. A murmur rolled through the audience. Robin pressed on. Let's talk family. You and Prince Harry stepped back from duties, yet you've spoken about harm inside the monarchy. Is reconciliation possible? The smile was gone. I left because I wouldn't suffocate under an outdated system. If reconciliation means shrinking for others' comfort, no. Would you tell someone to go back to a toxic job because the boss misses them? Some say family is different, Robin replied. Those bridges were torched from the other side long before I lit a match, Meghan said. If people blame me for the ashes, that's their choice. I won't apologize for leaving a fire. The hush deepened. Robin's voice softened. Many admire your strength. Others say your tone can sound dismissive. Do you understand why that makes empathy harder? Meghan's eyes blazed. People who call me dismissive usually wanted me silent. I don't exist to be palatable. I exist to be heard. If that rattles them, that's their fragility. The silence was total. Robin inhaled, then asked one final cutting question. With respect, Meghan, do you ever worry that what people hear isn't resilience, but resentment? Meghan lifted her chin. If they mistake strength for arrogance, that's their problem. History doesn't remember the polite. It remembers those who refused to bow. The steel behind Robin's eyes surfaced. She straightened, exhaled. We'll pause here. When we come back, privilege, what it means to reject an institution while keeping its benefits. Meghan smirked. "I'm ready for whatever you've got." "Stay with us," Robin told the camera. The cut to commercial was clean,